Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Yay! Good boy. We are here in Moria, where we left off over here just outside of the library. We were working on... We had just picked up Riddles in the library from a scroll laying on the floor over there. And we were working on Chapter 2, Book 2, Volume 2, Storehouses of the Western Halls. We have found both the Chamber of Wisdom and the Chamber of Knowledge, I think it was. Chamber of Wisdom, Chamber of Learning. One of those two. We were looking for the Chamber of Knowledge. We think it is right around over there, up underneath where the Dwarven view is, perhaps. So that is where we are going to go next. I am going to mount up on our goat, and we will head on over that way. Had a surprise today whenever I logged in and found out that we were down for an update. The update 17 is now in the game. That is the update that has brought in Minas Tirith. Did not know there was going to be an update today until I went to log in this morning and it said it was down for an update. I don't get on the forums nearly as often as I used to. I used to live on those things. But it's just like, you know, you get into a situation where it's just like, oh, shoot. Wow, splash down. You get into a situation. I swore there was ground below us there. I thought I was jumping down to the next... level of the walkway there, but nope. Alright, unfortunately, that right there, I've seen people use it before, use jumping into chasms as shortcuts before. It's not what I meant to do. So yeah, remember, if you're riding from right there where we were, down across yonder, don't jump off that ledge right there. Keep going and go down these steps. Because I thought we were going to jump off right here and land on this platform down there. But nope, it's a chasm. And we were incapacitated by misadventure again. Damn. That is two clefts that we have jumped off into now. Totally by accident, thinking we were headed someplace we were not. Said I've seen people use that as quick travel before, and that is not what I mean to do. I've never liked that all the way back to old games I played. I never liked when the death penalty got so low that people were able to just die and quickly move across the zone that way. Okay, I'm going to go over here to the provisioner, sell off some stuff that I've been getting over here at the fall, at the Haunted Barrow festivities going on, and we'll be right back with you.
The foundries of khazad-dum will soon burn brightly once more.
And we are back. As I said, update 17 landed today. I don't get on the forums nearly as often as I used to. I used to live on those forums, but it's kind of like the Minecraft. Whenever I started playing Minecraft, I spent at least half my time on the Minecraft forums, but eventually came to understand and feel that, you know, with work-related and family-related pressures and all, that I would rather spend that time actually playing the games that I want to play rather than being on forums. So 17 came in. It's got a number of things. We've added another tier to the crafting profession. So crafting goes up to tier 10 now. So yes, that's right. Next time that they add a tier to professions, crafting will go up to 11. I hope that most, if not all of y'all, get that joke. I can tell you right now that a whole bunch of folks that I work with would not. They would not understand the goes up to 11 joke, and that is a shame. We are looking for Sot here. We're looking for someone named Sot at the Dwarven View. So we ended up once again in the right place, despite our little death. And let us keep around, see if we can find him. We are going to take him the strange runes that we found picked up off the floor over there at the library across the way. Doesn't look like any of these people. Alright, someone named Sot. And as I said, Minas Tirith came into it. I really cannot wait. I think that right there is going to be what gets me back on spending a good deal of time back on Glennoran again. Get him through where he is right now. He is, I think, level 85. And we're going to see if we can work through where we are and see if we can get over to Minas Tirith. We could probably do it at the level I am right now. I don't know exactly what the restrictions, if there are any restrictions by their Sot, any restrictions by level. I know he went to Minas, he went to Orthanc when he was only 60th level. And everything down that way was conning bright red to him. He was able to just sneak and avoid stuff until I got down there. Couldn't do anything, but I did get to look at the place. So that's kind of what I want to do now. I just want to get there and lay my eyes on Minas Tirith. So we'll see that as well. And the other big thing, as far as I'm concerned, of course, a couple of raids have been put in and all, but the big thing for crafting and all is crafting materials now stack up to 500 in a stack instead of 100. So that is very nice as well. Will definitely help to clear out some of my inventory. Alright, Riddles in the library. One thing I'm going to do before we do that is look at the history. Because this right here was the paper that we did not get to read while we picked it up. These papers are full of runes you do not recognize, translated into the common tongue. It means nothing to you, but the strange runes are some interest, for they do not look to be of any language that you recognize. The papers are signed Falgir Twist Tongue. Okay. Sot is apparently the librarian of the Dovenview camp, so let us talk to him and see what he has to say about them. Riddles in the library.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Hammer and tongs. These papers must date back to the time of Durin's rule. A very promising find, Gnarlo. Falgir Twist Tongue was a famous riddle master and a tinkerer of words. These runes are utterly foreign to me, so I believe they may be a special language he made up. You should hang on to these papers in case you see any of these runes in Moria. I have a feeling old Falgir left some puzzles to be solved. Alright, well that wasn't very hard. What have we got here? Legendary item leveled up again. Okay. Does he have anything else to do with it? Clear tunnels?
If we drive the orcs from khazad-dum, will it be enough?
Okay, clearing the tunnels, rubble out of the tunnels.
Many foul things dwell in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
And putting a banner down on the Lonely Span. We may come back and do both of those. In the meantime, we are going to come over this way to where the guards are waiting by the stairs. And we are going to see if we can head down and find a Chamber of Knowledge. We know it has to be in this general area. Okay, that's the way we came from, right under there, underneath the little circular tower. So we've already searched that way. Continue down these stairs. Once again, make sure of your footing before you jump off anywhere. This is kind of the direction I was wanting to look in. If there's anything right over here, and I do not see anything. Okay, at this point, I'm thinking that from here, we may next have to travel into the actual camps themselves. Down into the actual goblin camps to see if we can find the, See, there's another chasm you can fall into. They are everywhere. Everywhere. You gotta be careful. Alright, does this go up to anywhere? does it just go around the corner to more death? Yeah, it goes, looks like it goes around the corner to more death. I don't see anything up this way. Whoa, 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 whoa! Alright, that was not what I meant to do. More of the insects and all, and down this way, just more death. Is that right? Just more... Yep, nothing else down this way except for the sound of roaring water and waterfalls plunging down into the chasms of the deep. Let's see if we can find our way back up. I don't think you can get ledged up in these parts, but I'd rather not take a chance. Got a pretty good idea that you're either okay or dead. The only two standards this place seems to have: okay and dead. Okay, and this comes right back up over here by Soaked, back into the Dwarven view. So we are going to have to travel back down over there to, what is the name of that plaza? Khazad-dum? Was that the name of it? Something very close to that, I think. Khazad-dum. We are going to travel back down to it and start searching its buildings to see if we can find where. Ain't nothing there. See where this last chamber we're looking for is located. Okay, instead of hanging a right this time, let's hang a left. Alright, still not seeing any... I was gonna say, I thought there were guard towers here with like Moria soldiers and all standing on top of them. Actually, don't think that they'll attack you, because if you notice, they got yellow names on them. That generally means something that's not going to attack you. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Bet it would. Bet it would if you actually got over there and got up underneath them, maybe, and close enough. I was thinking maybe it was for, like, story time. Wigfast. Wigfast, what are you doing? And stay out.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Destroy food stores in khazad-dum.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of khazad-dum hangs in the balance.
And defeat enemies in khazad-dum. Defeat the goblins. I'm going to look around to the left. And if I don't see this chamber, that may be it right down there. I'm going to say if I don't see the chamber we're looking for, and we actually have to travel over there into khazad-dum, then I would pick up those two quests, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. I think we have found it. There's the Chamber of Knowledge. Let's pick out the old strongbox here. And we've still got script. Blacksmith Only demonstrated his plan for a new weapon today. Such a plan would have anyone else laugh from the court, but he has the trust of Durin, and any demands he makes are greeted with affection and all the resources he might desire. Had I such patronage, I too might create works of such beauty and weapons of such might. The latest child of this largesse, an axe made entirely of mithril, so light it might be wielded one-handed even by a child of 50, and so sharp that it might cut through all things within a single sweep. Zigilburk it will be called, and it is the will of Durin that a special group of forges shall be built solely for its making. As Mel Brooks once said, it's good to be the king. Build a special set of forges just to build one axe. Damn. Even more insult, Only has always coveted his privacy. Okay, someone was taking out the spear throwers. Only has always coveted his privacy, and the door to these forges will be hidden, only open through some trick. The trick will be recorded in Kaltub Zahar, but that does me little good. I will not be given access to these forges, and my labors will continue to pale in comparison with those of Ongli. A curse upon the head of Ongli and his secret forge, and the mithril axe he will make there. May his works come to nothing, and his name never be remembered. Orothlu. Ooh, that was a bit of a jealous little screed there, wasn't it? Okay, we need to bring the historical records back to Bosi. And we will do that. We are actually going to ride up those steps there and go back across the Dwarven span over there. So you see, that's the kind of the biggest section with this, is that it's just not any quicker than going around the other way, traveling by the Palace of Nain. And through the opening over in the wall over yonder. It's just as a convoluted a path, and you run through, your little Moria soldiers and all. Though it does look like they've moved some of them out of the way. I do remember reading that in the Moria revamp. It said that the many monsters have been moved out of the main pathways. So I think that may be an example of it right there, because I swear when you used to take that route, you had to fight Moria soldiers and all along the way. There was a couple of encampments, and as you see, there are none there now. That was one of the big reasons why I used to loop around the other side and go up under the Palace of Nain. So I think in the Moria revamp, they obviously moved some orcs or some goblins out of the way to make it easier to cross and come through the dwarf gate there. What is it? The Gate of the Dwarf Lords, I think was the name of it. Let's give these historical records to Bosi.
None of this seems useful, friend. Except... Oh, now wait a moment!
Excellent, Gnarlo. These records and histories are very old and probably harbor many ancient secrets. They are sure to be tremendously valuable. Bosi examines each of the records in turn, and his face falls somewhat as he reads. Records of goods bought and sold, inventories of iron and other metals. These are of some interest to be sure, but Bosi trails off and then brightens. Wait a moment, Gnarlo. You might have something here after all. Alright, let's see. Symbol of deep thought, symbol of knowledge, and symbol of wisdom. Okay, this is going to give might, agility, and vitality. That is going to give vitality, fate, and resistance. And physical mitigation, tactical mitigation, and critical rating. Well, none of them are as good as the Phial of the Swirling Waters. So I think they're all worth the same. Yeah, they're all worth the same. Let's go with the symbol of wisdom.
This record tells of a mighty axe, Zigilburk, forged at the heart of fire.
Alright, the Second Age dagger just leveled up, and Stabby just leveled up. Neither one has to be reforged yet, though. Chapter 3, Zigilburk the Unrivaled. These pages mention something curious indeed, Gnarlo. An axe made entirely of mithril, light enough to be wielded one-handed, but strong enough to fell any foe or rend any armor with a single sweep. Zigilburk it was called, and it appears to have been forged in Durin's time by one named Ongli. I have not heard that name before. How can it be that one so skilled would not be remembered in legend? There's more to be learned on these pages. Could it be that Zigilburk might yet be found? My son Bori has been racked by grief ever since Broin was slain before the doors of Durin. Bring him these pages and tell him of Zigilburk. It will do him well to have other thoughts upon which to brood. Go up the stairs on the eastern side of the chamber, and through the door into the chamber of command. My son Bori is there, and Broger also. Okay. That must be the door over here that we could not enter before. Apparently. At the chamber, yep, we now have the quest that allows us to open them. Oh, no we don't! Is that not the chamber of command? We didn't actually accept the quest? Is that what happened?
This record tells of a mighty axe,
There we go.
Zigilburk, forged at the heart of fire.
Die. Now, do we have the right one? Yes. You'll find a number of, the Chamber of Command, you'll find a number of doors like that here in Moria that you cannot enter until you actually have the quest. Much like Laerdan's chamber and the chamber they were keeping Mordrembor in over at the tower in Tinadir. Until you had the quest, you could not enter the doors. There's Bori. And there's Broger over there. Let's get close to him and see what he has to say. Anything about your son? No? Alright. So once again, let's take a look around the room. Quite a mighty elf dwarven chamber, is it not? Love these stone-carved chairs and tables. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Beautiful place. And got all the tables laid out, ready for the dwarf troops to eat upon. This right here, yeah, that must be the cooking area right there. Unless they got everything sitting here where they can just come along and grab them off the side. Sweet. Nice attention. Nice touch of detail there. Turbine. Very nice. Let's talk to Bori.
Broin would have loved to have seen this place.
Alas, that Broin is not here, Gnarlo. This is just the sort of adventure he would have relished. Still, I may be able to help you, though my heart will not be in it. It seems that the dwarf who sought to forge Zigilburk relished his privacy, and by the grace of Durin he was given a secret forge at which to work. These pages do not reveal the location of the forge, but they do mention a trick of some sort that would open the door. The nature of this trick is lost, but these pages indicate that it was recorded at Zatub Zahar, the word hoard of Durin. Zatub Zahar was once supposed to be on the eastern side of the Great Delving, somewhere north of a great statue of Durin. I am sorry, but there is little else with which to guide you. Find the location, return to me, and perhaps I can unravel some more of the mystery. Find evidence of Zatub Zahar. Well, I am willing to bet, says a depository of records over on the eastern side, north of a great statue of Durin. Where have we seen something like that? Well, it's not going to let us zoom out, is it? Nope. Not going to let us zoom out. So why don't we go back outside for the moment. Did we not accept it?
Broin would have loved to have seen this place.
We are getting terrible at, like, clicking accept on these quests, aren't we? There we go. Now we can come back out here. Let's go back to the Great Delving. He said somewhere on the eastern side, north of the Great Statue. Well, right here is Gazatmur, where we saw that statue. And there's Zatub Zahar. There's that great library that we saw. So that is not going to be hard to find at all. In fact, we may head over there right now, as soon as I get my bearings and figure out which way is down. We're going to mount back up. And let's see if we can find any evidence of this big old library that we just spent a little while in, shall we? I don't know what kind of evidence he wants. What does he want? Does he want a bus map? Does he want a subway tube tunnel diagram? Does he want a postcard from the place? I mean, it's right over here. We found it. Just griping. Like I said, back in the old days, this would be pitch black here. All this, you'd see a little glimmer of a ledge over there. You'd see that ledge. You'd see the ledge over there. And all the rest of this would just be dark, black pit here. Wouldn't see any of it. So, yeah, that part of the atmosphere has kind of been lost, unfortunately, by them zooming up here with the, turning the brightness up until it turns blue. Alright, have we found evidence of this place existing? Looks like we found a sign. The broken plaque is faded, but still reads, khazad-dum. Alright. I guess he did want a postcard from the place. Let's ride back over to Bori and tell him we have found the place. And we'll see you upon our arrival. Back in the Chamber of the Crossroads. Let's enter into the Chamber of Command and talk to Bosi once more. Or Bori, sorry. Bosi's son.
I think you have found the answer, friend.
You have found the location of khazad-dum, the word horde of Durin. I am deeply impressed. It is a shame that your report tells of a great infestation of deep claws and cave claws. I hope the beasts have not ruined too many of the records and histories kept in that place. It seems that Ongli, the great craftsman who may have forged Zigilburk, was very protective of his privacy. Durin granted him a secret forge at which to work, Gnarlo, the Heart of Fire. The way to Gnarlo is locked by some means of a trick known only to a trusted few. These pages do not mention the location of Gnarlo, but they do say the trick to opening the way was kept in khazad-dum. Now that you have found the word horde of Durin, you can search for this trick.
We must find the Heart of Fire and the means to access it.
And the Second Age dagger has leveled up again. Chapter 4, Enemies in the Everdark. If we can find both the location of the Heart of Fire and the secret to opening its doors, it could be that Zigilburk will return to us from the darkness. I will ask the other dwarves of our expedition if they have come across any sign of Gnarlo. Perhaps someone has encountered some clue, though I am not hopeful. You must return to khazad-dum, the word horde of Durin. Are we going to refer to that place that way every single time? Are we always going to say khazad-dum, the word horde of Durin? I need a drink. And search for the secret to opening the door. The deep claws you found will not make it easy, but you are strong enough to deal with them. Khazad-dum, the word horde of Durin, is on the eastern side of the Great Delving, north of a large statue of Durin. I know it is. I'm the one that told you it was there. I'm the one that found it. You don't have to tell me. Easy, Gnarlo. Easy, Gnarlo. Take a few deep breaths. Somewhere inside, among the deep claw nest, you may find the secret to opening the Heart of Fire. Excuse me. All right. So that is where we are going to leave off. Chapter 4. Enemies in the Everdark. Meantime, we are going to stand here with Bori. We are going to have a smoke. Thank y'all for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed the trip. Glad to have you with me, as always. And we will see you next time. Go out and enjoy Minas Tirith if you're of such a level to get into it and have fun. And hopefully we will see you there soon. Bye-bye.